Welcome to Melbourne Montessori School. My name is Gay Wales and I'm the principal here. This is our Caulfield campus where about 190 children from years 1 to 6 attend. We call that Cycle 2 and Cycle 3. We have 4 Cycle 2 classrooms at our Caulfield campus, and as you can see, it's very important to us that they're naturally lit, that they're wide, spacious, open, and that the children are invited, engaged, enticed into the classroom area. So this is Lisa's classroom. Hello Lisa, how are you?
Good.
I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the independence of the Cycle 2 children, because they're 6 years to 9 years old. You've got that 3 age group, and you're going to tell us a bit more about how independent they are even at this young age.
Yes, they certainly are, and it's just a joy to see them come in. They know where all the materials are, they work together, they work individually, they really follow their passions. Yeah, their independence just is just a joy to watch.
It is, and they plan their week, don't they? They have planners.
Yes, they have their journals, so they come in the morning and they think about what they want to do for their morning and what's expected, try to balance the curriculum, but they think about all that and time management, and they write in the jobs that they want to do. Yes. And while they're doing that and doing those jobs, I'm giving lessons across the morning. Yeah. And they're doing follow-up work from the lessons.
Sure, during that work cycle.
Yes.
So there are a certain number of things they're expected to do every week. So they might have a certain number of maths lessons, a certain number of language, spelling and so on that they would be expected to do across the week, but they actually choose when they get to do that follow-up work.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So they are very independent.
They are. And
it's fantastic to see.
It is. It's a joy to see them access all the materials and know where everything is, and the younger ones help the older ones, the older ones help the younger ones. They're all work really well together.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you very much, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is another Cycle 2 classroom. One of the things that's very important for a Montessori teacher is that we follow the child. This is Bec. Hello, Bec. This is your classroom here.
It is.
You're going to tell us a little bit more about how we really celebrate that individuality of every child and how we follow where they're up to developmentally.
Yeah, so we really enjoy working with the Montessori materials, and they flow on through Cycle 1, through Cycle 2 and Cycle 3, and the children can work at their own pace and rate using the materials until they have that beautiful moment where they ask us if they can work independently of the materials, if they can do it quicker in their head, which is such a beautiful moment for us.
And they often work on the floor. They choose where they work, on the floor or at a table. Some of them like working standing up, and it's all fine for us because it's learning. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes they work individually, sometimes with a friend, and sometimes in a small group.
That's right. And the Montessori philosophy also incorporates a lot of movement as well. So they, as a part of the lesson, they might be walking around the classroom, and that's really encouraged in this space.
Absolutely. In fact, it's built into quite a lot of those lessons, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Bec. That's great.
You're welcome.
Cycle 3 children are very independent in a whole range of ways, and there are opportunities for leadership too when you've got the 3 different age groups through the classroom. This is Ollie. She's one of our Cycle 3 teachers, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about the community aspect and that independence in her classroom.
So in our classroom every week we have a cooking program. We have a small group of children every week who plan a meal that they're going to cook for the rest of the class. They have to decide first of all on a recipe together, so there's a lot of negotiating and discussion, collaboration, and then once they've decided on that recipe they have to figure out who's going to bring which ingredients from home. They need to set a day when they're going to cook, and then they also need to figure out how much of every ingredient they need. So there's a lot of maths involved, lots of literacy involved, and it culminates in a really special meal for their classmates and for the teachers in the school. So it's an opportunity to share, an opportunity to give, to show kindness towards each other. Right. So it's a very special part of our program.
And experience that joy of giving to your friends and sharing food. I think it's such a human aspect.
Absolutely. They love it, and so do I.
Fantastic. Ned is another of our Cycle 3 teachers. Can you tell us a little bit about the 3-hour work cycle and what opportunities that brings for a Montessori student?
Yeah, the 3-hour work cycle is a really powerful tool that we have in our school that allows a child to go really deep into a subject area of their passion. So we always use that to allow the child to use their imagination at the start, and we are in cycle 3 progressing towards sort of abstract thought from that imagination.
Because they actually genuinely have 3 hours to work on something, and they might take up to 3 hours, but maybe they only spend an hour.
Yeah, it's completely the child's choice. So if they want to use the whole 3 hours to really go deep on a topic or a task that they're working through, they can. And if they'd rather change and go into something else, we always follow the child and their decision making.
Fabulous. Thank you.
We've talked a lot about the environment, and I think that's a prepared environment. It also needs a prepared adult. And I think what I love about this school and about the philosophy is that as adults, we can see the greatness of the child. We can see their potential to self-construct. And amazingly, we can watch that happen with time and patience, in their own time, following their own internal clock. And that really allows us to see that once a child feels safe and feels that they belong, they flourish and they learn and they just follow their instincts. It's amazing.
Cycle 2 and 3 children have 4 specialist subjects every week. They have 2 hours of art. They have 2 hours of performing arts, which cover music, dance and drama. They also have sport, and I'm here in the Caulfield Library, which is where the Italian lessons take place. And I'm here with Antonella, who teaches the Cycle 2 and 3 children. Welcome, Antonella. So you take the Cycle 2 and 3 children for Italian?
Yes, Cycle 2 and 3 children, they study Italian here at the library because they can use the computers and our language program, which is Language Nut, and they also can enjoy a variety of Italian books that are available here for all of them.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. This is our Caulfield Hall. It's a multi-purpose space that gets used for a whole range of things. We have assembly in here, information nights, we have sport if it's raining, and we also have performing arts, which is taken by Jessam, our performing arts teacher. Tell us more about that, Jessam.
Yes, so the children learn music, drama and dance or movement with a method called the ORF method, which is very much movement based. So they are training their ears, doing a lot of oral skills and moving, putting the music into their muscle memory. They'll spend a lot of time, probably 2 hours a week, on 1 year the ukulele, the next year the xylophones and marimbas, and then the 3rd year percussion such as the djembe. In the middle of the year we have a production, so the children will write their own scripts and produce their own show.
And they make their own props.
Make their own props and costumes.
They do.
And yes, they enjoy it.
And often write the music too, compose. Yes. Thank you so much, Jessam. We run a number of activities and clubs after school, and Montessori Sports is one of them. I'm here with Yip.
Thank you, Gay. Happy to introduce myself. I'm Yip, and I've started Montessori Sports programs in 2018 already. Montessori Sports helps schools to integrate more physical activity into their curriculum. There are different ways to help schools. We run courses at schools and online, but we run daily after-school classes, holiday programs every term, which are very popular.
Yes.
And I think that really shows that this school offers an opportunity for all children, any age group, boys and girls, any level, to explore their interest in sports.
Fantastic. Thank you, Yip. I know they love their time with you.
Me too.